I can't wait for all the comments that are going to be under this video calling me biased, even though they haven't even watched the video. So, before we begin, I need to explain a few things. I have been getting back into commentaries, but I want to do something slightly different than what I used to do. Instead of bashing someone everybody else is already bashing, although I'm still going to be doing that from time to time, I want to add a new perspective on a drama that has already started. By the time I get to them, they're probably going to be long since dead, and people are going to accuse me of reviving the drama. I really hate this prevalent idea in the commentary community where you have to jump on a drama as soon as it starts. You can make a video about it 3 months down the road, but if you disagree with the mob, then you're reviving the drama and you need to be locked up forever. I wonder how people will perceive this video. Will it be a repeat of the Toby drama, which a lot of people hated on me for? Or will it be more like the Hopeless Peaches drama, which most people seem to like? Before we go any further, I want to give you guys an example to counter the argument I know a lot of you who disagree with this video are going to make. Let's talk about George Remus, probably the most popular man during the Prohibition era. He illegally sold alcohol, bribed police officers and people who worked in the American justice system, and worst of all, he killed his own wife. But if someone was slandering him with extra stuff, like him dressing up as a mall Santa and chasing after 12-year-old girls, which I'm pretty sure he didn't do, I can say, no, that isn't true. Am I defending him? Technically, but I'm not saying all the other stuff he did didn't happen. Why am I bringing up this odd example, you may ask? Well, it's because I feel like the drama with Mari Akasu, for short I'm just gonna call them Mari, was completely unfairly treated in the drama surrounding them. Now, that doesn't mean I think Mari is a perfect little angel who didn't do nothing, but as I did a deep dive into the drama, I discovered that a lot of the things people said about them were either completely untrue, they completely ignored what the other person did, and they were getting ganged up on by channels way bigger than them. We're gonna start by going over the video made by our old buddy Prison Mate Puke. Now me, him, and Harley have somewhat worked things out. We all took down a few videos we did on one another, but still, Luke has gotten a lot of things wrong about a lot of people. And this is the last video I currently have planned to make on him because I discovered, well, he lied even more. Now, I have received a lot of criticism that I don't sum up the drama properly for the people who don't know what the hell is going on. So this drama is focused around the show on Netflix called Glitch Techs. I have seen both seasons 1 and 2, and it's a pretty good kid show. Of course, I'm an adult, so I have to get out of a sober state to enjoy it. If I had my own cartoon, I would love it to be in the same animation style. And it's one of the very few shows I can say with a straight face actually does diversity the right way. The plot of the show is that there's a group called the Glitch Techs, who have to defeat and capture these monsters called glitches, which are created whenever a game glitches. So Bethesda is probably the ultimate evil in this universe. But if you haven't seen the show, don't worry, you don't have to watch it to understand what the hell is going on. Mari, a 26-year-old, made a fanfiction, and Cal, a 13-year-old who I believe is 14 now, had a few issues with it and it caused the drama between the two. Mari released a 500-page document about Cal's behavior on Christmas Day. And then a whole bunch of people started joining in on the drama. They had two choices. Read the 500-page document and do a whole bunch of other research, so they know 100% for certain what the hell is going on, or they could just side with a child and take the easy way out. Given the current state of the internet, it's not surprising what they did. But I decided to look deeper into the drama myself, and I discovered, yep, they got a lot of stuff wrong. With that all being said, please don't attack or harass anyone mentioned in this video.
Because a 26-year-old adult has not only taken it upon themselves to harass and villainize a 13-year-old over fanfiction, they have doxed them and leaked voice recordings of them too without permission.
Wowee! They doxed a child? That's a pretty serious claim there, prison mate Luke. And not only did Luke make this claim, but so did Izzy in Galaxy's OK.
I have other usernames which are detailed in this document, but I'm not going to touch on those because it's an unnecessary violation of privacy. Kinda like this whole document.
So in case you hadn't heard, around last Christmas, somebody by the name of Mari, who by the way is 20, dropped this 500-page Google Doc that was basically like harassing and doxing a 13-year-old.
Oh wow, a lot of channels with hundreds of thousands to tens of thousands of subscribers are making this claim. It must be true. Now, they don't really show proof or even explain what the hell they mean by doxing, so I decided to look deeper into the situation myself. I will say Mari shouldn't have taken this to Facebook even if she wanted to vent privately, but she did censor out Cal's Twitter handle. And she also censored out her icon. But you know what Cal did in her document on Mari? On page 3, she doesn't even bother to censor out Mari's real name and icon. I would rather have my Twitter icon revealed to people than my fucking real name. But I guess this is another case of rules for thee, but not for me. Now, Shu has addressed this in her document response to Cal, and yeah, this is an extremely fucked up thing to do. Oh, and this person is not Shu on head, I just want to make that clear. Cal, for someone who claims to understand internet safety, you really should have blocked out someone's real fucking name. And no, I don't care if you're 13, this is a fucked up thing to do. Also, these people don't even know what doxing is. Doxing is when you leak private information about someone with malicious intent. Yeah, her Twitter was set to private, but her handle was public for anyone to see. Are you guys gonna say that no bullshit was doxed now because people found his public real name on a channel with tens of thousands of subscribers? But sure, what about her leaking the child's voice? Ooh. You of all people should find that to be pretty messed up. I mean, after all, you kept your real voice hidden for the longest time and you're a grown-ass man. Oh, wow-wee.
And the worst of it, besides the doxing, is her documenting the child's voice.
Thank you for the question, surprisingly accurate strawman. While I will admit, recording people without their permission is kind of messed up, and some of the biggest YouTubers I'm friends with have admitted to me that they record all the calls they have with people in case someone tries to take them out of context, the child has already revealed their true voice publicly on Twitter.
Hi, I'm bored, so if you want to drop something down for me to say, I'll say it. Yeah. Hello?
Cal claims that Mari doxed them, but she has no proof of it. Cal asked Mari a question, Mari said no, and apparently the commentary community actually accepts this as proof. I mean, really, guys? So I have a question. What private information of Cal got leaked? Was it her first, middle, and last name? Was it her phone number? Was it her address? Ooh, Char is trying to figure out the address of a 13-year-old girl. What a creep. Wowee. Oh, shut up, surprisingly accurate straw man. I'm not trying to find her address. I just want to know what these people define as doxing. I really like how Izzy will take the document, block out Mari's real name, but not get on Cal for, you know, doxing someone's real name? Hey guys, so just quick heads up, my desktop computer is having some issues and I lost a lot of what I was working on. Plus, on top of that, my microphone broke literally the next day, so I'm using a different one. On top of that, I'm recording on the laptop, and I'm sick, so I'm going to sound a lot different throughout the rest of this video. Also, I'm not one of those YouTubers who say, please like and subscribe! But YouTube has been unsubbing people from my channel as of late, and last time I told people about this in my Friday Night Funkin' video, my subs actually went up instead of down. And a few people in the comments told me that YouTube did unsub them from the channel. So please make sure you're subscribed. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So the real question is, why did so many channels jump in on this drama in the first place? Well, it's because it blew up on Twitter.
Well, I got a Twitter thread that blew up recently.
Now, for those of you who are above the age of 21, let's play the Prison Mate Luke drinking game. Take a shot when Prison Mate Luke puts up a screenshot on screen that has nothing to do with what he's talking about. And take 2 shots if it contradicts what he's talking about.
You want to know what got this 13-year-old kid a document that's more than 5 times as long as the US fucking Constitution? It was because the kid found their fanfiction weird because they shipped a minor with an adult.
Alright everybody, let's read what Luke, the most honest individual, has put up on screen. I'm sure it has exactly to do with what he's talking about. Look, I don't care if they don't like my ship. It's valid. Wait a second there, Luke. I thought you said she got mad at her because she didn't like her ship. But in the screenshot you showed, she claims the opposite. Well, let's keep reading. But they're trying to use me talking to them as an adult, as someone who's gaslighting and manipulating them. I only want them to understand something. They took the wrong way. Yeah, this is bothering me, since they are accusing me of trying to ruin them, when I'm trying to leave them alone at this point. Sigh. By the way, if you're wondering why I was saying they, them instead of she or her, well, I found out that the person is non-binary. So yeah, that's why I didn't read the doc word for word, cause I'm not gonna give these people any ammo to call me anti-LGBT or anything like that.
Aging up the characters without ever stating it in the story.
Alright, Prison Mate Duke of Dipshits, do you see anything on screen? Anything at all that might indicate they aged up the characters? Like these 2 here, Mitch is 24, 5 is 21. You do understand those are characters from the show Glitch Text, right? When they added in the tag, Mitch is 24, what did you think they meant by it? Do you think they meant whenever they used the word Mitch, it was actually the number 24? Do you think the tag was supposed to indicate that the fanfiction had a banana cream sundae in it? Please explain to me what you actually thought this tag meant, Luke. I am very curious.
And she called Cal out for shipping themselves with a fictional character, while at the same time justifying their illegal age difference ship.
He doesn't know how the law works. Which makes sense because he's in jail, and honestly, you should never take legal advice from a criminal. Shipping a 19-year-old with a 15-year-old is weird, don't get me wrong, but it's not illegal. You do know you can ship characters together without drawing porn or not safe for work of them, right? And even then, I think she aged up the characters to 21 and 24. Oh, wow, Ouija, are you saying a 14-year-old and a 19-year-old should date legally? Hello again, surprisingly accurate straw man. No, I do not. The fact that you came to that conclusion astounds me. I'm saying, by law, not my opinion, shipping a 19-year-old with a 15-year-old is not illegal. By law, not my opinion.
Judging them for it, or even worse, calling them a pedophile for it, is so disgusting and jarring.
Okay, Luke, while I will agree that their point is kind of dumb, they're not calling them a pedo, you fucking liar. They're just saying logically that if a 13-year-old dated a 15-year-old, eventually that 15-year-old would be 18 and they would be 16. It's a stupid point, yes, but they're not calling them a fucking pedo. They're not like you, Luke. They don't just throw around that word like confetti.
Mari's friend also acts like the show is real, like at some point the characters will be of age and then they have to worry about one of them being a pedo.
You cannot be this stupid, Luke. They're clearly just doing a thought experiment. Jesus Christ. And again, they're not calling them a fucking pedo in the screenshot you showed. It's possible that they did call them a pedo for it, but Luke doesn't show any evidence on screen, and he's not someone who should be trusted.
She also calls Cal a danger because of a disagreement over fan fiction. Fan fiction!
Hey guys, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this amazing thing called reading what Prismate Luke put up on screen. There is no doubt that Cal is a danger. Alright, Luke, so far you're telling the truth, but let's keep reading. They have shown to twist things up to be in their favor. What makes them even more dangerous is that they have allies who are willing to help control the narrative that they're the victim in all of this. Mari is not saying that Cal is a danger because they disagree with him over fanfiction. They're saying they're a danger because they twist the narrative, which they do, and that they have allies who are willing to help them control the narrative, which, judging from people like you, is pretty factual. Thanks for proving the point on screen, Prismate Duke of Dipshits.
Since they blame Cal for their hallucinations and their health acting up, while stating that they were off their medication for it, and these aren't the only cases of gaslighting.
Okay, I'm not gonna read the screenshot because it's too long and it would pad out the video too much, so you can just pause the video yourself and read it. But at no point did Mari blame Cal for hallucinating or anything like that. And here's a fun fact, Luke. Some people can be off their medication because they can't afford it.
You can read multiple messages throughout the doc.
Lord knows Luke won't.
I can make 5 videos if I wanted to, going over all of the doc.
Then do it. No, I'm serious. Do it.
While writing my original script, I decided to reach out to Cal and see if they were doing alright and if they wanted to add more. And when they answered, they were really nice and open about it. And it's really brave of them to be open about it given how shaken up they were. The way the doc portrayed Cal, it made it sound like as soon as I talked to them, they would try to extort me out of money.
Really? You reached out to someone to make sure they were doing alright and they didn't immediately scream at you? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's almost like basically every fucking person on the planet does that. You do know, Luke, if you reach out to someone and be nice, they're probably going to be nice. There's a lot of awful people in history who people said, yeah, I met him, I talked with him, he seems like a pretty genuine guy. Like, a lot of people who defend Luke and his terrible actions always tell me that they've spoken with Luke and he seems like a pretty nice guy. A lot of people who are terrible people have friends. They're not mean or bad people 24/7. The fact that I have to explain this is fucking unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie, for the last couple of months, I feel like I'm arguing with children.
Along with this, not only does she just flat out admit to shipping illegal relationships.
Oh my fucking god. Luke just revealed this person's name. He just showed to 200,000 plus people this person's Facebook account that has their real name on it. According to his own logic, he doxed someone. Holy shit. But as for his point, let's see what they said. Is a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old dating wrong? I noticed Americans see this as a horrible thing to happen. Luke, they're from a different country. They have different laws, different moral standards. Stop being such a fucking colonizer. They're asking a question, not admitting to anything. And even then, in American law, not my opinion, the law, an 18-year-old can legally date a 15-year-old. As for them having whoopee, well, it depends on the state, Romeo and Juliet laws, and other small factors like that. They're allowed to ask a question, Luke.
She even called the people defending Cal simps, which, if that doesn't tell you how delusional and just repulsive Mari is, I don't know what will.
I mean, your fans called me a simp before, so does that make your own fan base delusional? And what's so delusional about this? This is a common insult on the internet.
She even tried to manipulate Cal into giving an apology for the docs she wrote.
Where? No, really, where? Let's read what you have up on screen. You fucking doxed me. No, I did not. Shut up. Fuck you. I said I can sue you. Alright, sorry. Mari is not trying to get them to apologize. They're saying, I said I can sue you. What does it say before that? Show the context. I'm tired of you fucking lying. And according to Luke in his Lexit video, telling someone to fuck off is a clear attempt at manipulation, which it isn't. Luke is just an idiot who doesn't know what manipulation is, but according to his own logic, shouldn't shut up, fuck you, also be a clear attempt at manipulation?
A doc in which you try to make—
Oh my god, he's so lazy, he doesn't even properly blur this out. And it's a link to a fucking Twitter thing. I don't care. It's not doxing. It's not something that needs to be private. Why are you so stupid?
The weirdest part to me about this situation, besides, fanfiction being the cause of it, is that Mari wasn't just some random loser online with no following. They had a decent following on YouTube.
Less than 3K subs? Are you kidding me? That's a decent following to you? She's smaller than you. Izzy. Galaxy is okay. In fact, she's smaller than all four of you by a significant margin. And before someone brings up the whole, well, subs don't always equal your view count, Luke at this point in time was getting 100 to 200k per video. Izzy was getting even more. Galaxy is okay is getting roughly the same views as I get. Yeah, their video on Lily Pete blew up, but so did mine. This is an actual attempt at manipulation. Luke is aware that a lot of his fans listen and don't watch his videos, so when he says they have a significant following, people assume they have tens to thousands to hundreds of thousands of subs.
Along with that, they brought it to their channel by making multiple community posts about this situation and just won't leave Cal alone. They say they're sorry for what they did, but they bring in other shippers to try and make it sound like they took a bullet for something.
Hey everybody, look at what Prisonmate Look is doing. He's playing the whole, they've been posting about it everywhere card, when he's only showing they've been posting apologies about it everywhere. But he's saying it like it's a bad thing, like he always does. And I'm really getting fucking sick and tired of him doing that. Boy howdy, that was some loud thunder.
Along with this, they use them being demisexual as an excuse for sexualizing minors.
Really, Luke? They did? Where? No, really? Show me. Where? Where in that screenshot did they use demisexual as an excuse for sexualizing minors? All I see is them explaining what demisexual is, and that she wanted the two characters she aged up to be in a loving, friendly relationship before it became a romantic one. To me, it's just not being a slut. I don't think we really need to have a sexuality for not being a slut. And that's another shot for the Prisonmate Luke drinking game. Take a shot if he falsely accuses someone of being a pedo, or at least something like that, with little to no evidence. Luke, I understand you think everyone in the world is a pedo but you, but please, for the love of God, stop diluting the term. Now, people like Galaxy is okay and Izzy have claimed that aging up characters is pedophilic, which, no, it isn't. If someone was pedophilic, they wouldn't age up the characters. Or they would do the opposite, they would de-age them. I jacked on, which is the robot version of jacking off, to Idol Hinata from Naruto. Did I also somehow jack off to her when she was 12 because she was aged up? I also jerked it to Goku when he was an adult, and he used to be a 12-year-old who looked like a baby. In fact, come to think of it, every person I've ever had sex with used to be a child. Oh my god! Like, diluting the term racism, sexism, and homophobia is one thing, but now we have to do it to pedophilia too? Really? But let's just go with the argument that if you age up a character and put them in a sexual situation, then it's pedophilic. Fine. It's stupid, but I'll go with it. Mari didn't put them in sexual situations. She just aged them up. You can age up a character without putting them in a sexual situation. You guys know that, right? Is Butch Hartman also a pedo because he aged up the Danny Phantom characters? Just asking. The reason why Mari explained she was demisexual is because sex is not the first thing on her mind. She feels like Mitch, who is an egotist, when he gets older, is going to mature and become a chill guy. Where's the pedophilia in that? For the love of God, can someone point it out to me? But believe it or not, despite what Galaxy is okay, Prismate Luke, and Izzy said, FishLizard.zip had the worst argument for calling them a pedo. She called them a predator and a criminal for, you wanna hear it, boys? You ready for this? Well, she's a survivor of CSA and CSEM, which stands for Child Sexual Abuse and Child Exploitation Material. Yeah, that's her evidence. I'm not fucking making this up. I'm honestly really glad that FishLizard has left YouTube. She caught on Luke's ass for saying that Harley defended lollies, while in that same video she claimed that I defended the movie Cuties, even though I didn't. It's a disgusting, stupid movie, and I did a whole video about it. But under the law, it's not porn. Is it inappropriate? Yeah. Are pedos probably jacking off to it? Sure. But that doesn't make something porn. If it was porn, it wouldn't have been on Netflix. You can argue that it should be considered porn, yes, but the law, not me, disagrees with you. FishLizard was also so demanding. She makes like 1 or 2 points against the video, then demands the person takes it down as if she has any authority. Like, I'm sorry she had to go through CSA and CSEM, but that doesn't give her the right to just call anyone she wants a predator. Also, Cal being so shocked and traumatized by the fanfiction is easily contradicted by all this other stuff she said. I'll put them up on screen now so you can pause them and read it. But didn't Mari say they wanted to sue Cal? No, they just said they had the ability to. It's difficult to sue someone over the internet. Hell, people have threatened to sue me twice, which is different from saying they could sue me. Many of the commentators have claimed that the fanfiction is just so disgusting and degenerate, and they also claimed that Mari sexualized a trans person for no other reason than it was their fetish. They focus on the not safe for work tags as if it means something, but they clearly did not read the fanfiction. I have a really big gender bend fetish. In fact, it's my biggest fetish. I'll fully admit to that. But a cis person having a trans character, even if they do sexualize them, doesn't mean they're automatically doing it because it's their fetish. They would have done gender bent instead if it was. But I'll let the person who is editing this video, who is trans by the way, to share their thoughts on this. Mari included a trans character because she wanted to show the struggles that trans people have to go through. Mari lives in the Philippines, which, are not exactly the most pro-LGBT people. Unless you're comparing them to, like, Ugandans or something. Cal, despite being non-binary, clearly doesn't understand the struggles that trans people have to go through, especially those who live outside of Western countries. Is it so hard to believe why Mari is disturbed by Cal? Cal has thrown pedophilia accusations at her, wished her death in a deleted tweet, doxed her, and so much more. But she's 13, so it's okay. Could I forgive Cal for being a 13-year-old and believing that Loud House is full of incest when it isn't? Sure, but I can't excuse stuff like this. And apparently Cal is making fun of Mari as a coping mechanism. You cannot make this shit up. The art Mari has drawn of Mitch and Five is adorable and clearly shows that they're in a healthy and loving relationship. People demand LGBT representation, and once they fucking get it, they complain about it. Let me ask you something about the YouTuber Antunes. Did he flag Just Stop's video? No. Did he flag Daft's Peanuts video? No. Did he flag any of the videos done by Creepshow Art, who's one of the least trustworthy people in the commentary community? No. But he did flag the videos of Prismate Luke and Izzy. Maybe there was a reason as to why he did it. And by the way, I have so much more evidence and proof I could use, but this video is already long enough. If you want to argue against this video, argue against the points I actually made. If there's something I haven't mentioned about Mari, I'm not leaving it out for convenience. I'll disprove the claims about Mari that are false, not the ones that are true. Mari is by no means a perfect person. Now, I got a lot of this information from Hedgie08. I'll link his videos about this drama down below if you want more information. His videos got a lot of dislikes. Why? It's because Cal lied about him and sent their fans to attack him. And I know this is true because I read all the hate comments and they clearly didn't watch the fucking video. I'm really getting sick and tired of these asshats on Twitter just listening and believing, then going to attack someone's YouTube video. I've been noticing this has been happening more and more. If you want a really stupid audience, well, go to Twitter. They'll believe anything as long as you portray yourself as a victim. I don't know what Izzy will do. Knowing Luke, he probably won't apologize or even bother to take his video down. He still hasn't taken his Hopeless Peaches videos down, and he still hasn't made his fucking apology already. As for Galaxy is okay, I do expect her to make a video either apologizing or correcting her misinformation. But Galaxy is okay. For the love of God, stop trusting Luke. If he says the sky is blue, look up to check. If someone wants to say I'm doing this video to simp for Mari, nah, I don't know what they look like. I have no attraction to them. If someone wants to say I'm making this video to bash Luke, no, I'm not. I already got even with the guy. Plus, I could talk about the Louis Caliber situation, which would probably get me more views and get him even more hate. I guarantee this video will get a lot of hate from people, but if you want to leave a hate comment, please tag it with the safe word, avocado toast, so I actually know you watched the video. And if you don't, well, I will just feel violated. There are going to be more videos coming out correcting the misinformation about Mari. And I even heard they're going to do a video themselves correcting the misinformation. But for now, why don't you guys go check out my roommate's new video. It's about what if elves, dwarves, gnomes, and centaurs evolved alongside humans and what technological advancements they would make. I'll see you guys there.
My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube, debunking SJWs and feminazis too. We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot. Just the robot marches on.